Hi, this is Bruce from Big Fish Software again. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the reporting options, some of the ways you can share or create different kinds of outputs for the Workouts app. So, if you've been following along, I've created a number of different workouts, just demonstration kind of things, so nothing real. Nothing very realistic at this point. But basically, we can, a couple of features I want to show you is, one is this menu down in the lower left-hand corner. So this is the action menu. And for the main screen, I need to select something to perform an action on. So, and I can do that by just checking items. I can either check or uncheck individual boxes, or I can check weeks at a time. So in this case, let's say I just want to create a report that has this first week's workout. So I can select those, and I come down and I select the menu option here, the action menu. And here are my different options. I can delete these items, so I can, if I want to delete a lot of things all at once, it's very easy to select those, a number of items, and delete those instead of having to do it one at a time. I can email the workouts, so if I click on the email option, you'll see that it comes up and it gives me a standard email box where I can fill in who I'm going to email this to. And then you'll see the workouts just created in the text of the email. Okay. Now, as a convenience, the to box here, I'm just going to cancel out of this here for a second, delete the draft, and show you that you can set up the default settings. So if I always want to email to my coaches, what I'll want to do is go into settings and create my email list. And right now I don't have one set up. But basically what I can do is I can say, well, I'm going to email always to Bruce at bigfishsoftware.com, nope, at gmail.com, and save that. And I can save as many different items or many different people on this email list as I like. Now, once I do that, if I come back now and select this email option, we'll see the to field is already filled in here, and I can actually go and delete that, select that item, and delete that out of the list, I believe. Let me add new ones. And I can't, oh, there we go. So I was able to delete that item off the list. But so anyways, anything you want to send workouts to that you're always going to send them to, you can use that default email list in settings. Next option, email to athletes. So if I have athletes' email addresses in with the athletes, what it will do is it will email to that list. So instead of going to coaches, we'll use the athletes and email these workouts to them instead. Export. So if I click on export, I have a number of different options. So I can export this workout, and basically what I'm doing when I export the workout is I'm exporting it so that I can read it back in or load it back into another Workouts app. So all the first four options here is a way for me to send the workout to somebody else who has the Workouts app, and they'll be able to import it into the workout app itself. So I can either do that through an email attachment. I can email it with the attendance option. And so basically, if you want, you can send just the workout, or you can send the workout and any attendance records that you have attached to that workout. So if you are emailing this to another coach on your team, you may want to email the attendance results also. You can save that file to the Dropbox, and we'll talk about Dropbox in another video. And same option with the attendance. You can save the workout with the attendance to the Dropbox. The last option here is you can email, or you can create a file in a Team Manager format. Now, I have to warn you that exporting to Team Manager is not that great. I do the best I can in trying to create a compatible file, but there's just some things that the Workout app does that the Team Manager for workouts cannot do. So I highly recommend just using the Workouts app, but if you'd really like to try to export to Team Manager, you can do that. Now, the one reason we have this option is because you can import workouts from Team Manager, and if you watch the video on the Dropbox integration, you'll be able to see that feature. So that's your different export options. And basically with these first four options, what it will do is it will create a file that has the, it ends in a .workouts extension. And when we see that .workouts extension, we know that that's a file that we can load in and import into the Workouts app. So that's how we can export files. I can also create PDF reports or HTML reports, and the HTML is going to be very similar to the email because we actually create an HTML body of the email. But I'm going to show you the PDF report here. And so I have a couple different options on this. I can view it on the iPad. I can email the PDF as an attachment. I can email it as an attachment, a PDF attachment to the athletes, or I can save that file to Dropbox. So a number of different ways that you can see the PDF and work with the PDF. So I'm just going to click on View on iPad here, and it brings up the standard Apple viewer, and you see it creates a nice PDF that has all the information in the report. And then actually from this window, you also have similar options that Windows provides, where you can print. If you have an AirPrint printer, you can make a copy of it, you can mail it. The options that show up under this action menu will depend on the different apps that you have installed on your system. You know, what apps can actually take in a PDF file. So you have that option also. A number of different ways to get that back out of the system. Now, one note about the reports and the PDF is there's some options. If you go to Settings, you can look at Report Preferences and a number of options that you can change. So you can choose whether or not there's where if you have page breaks between the different workouts, if you have multiple selected, you can change the font sizes, you can change the sorting order, whether or not lines are shown, a number of different options you can choose for the different reports. And then the other thing here is you can actually include your team logo. So if I have an image, and I don't have any images on the simulator here, but if you have an image in your photos, then you can include that image, and it will show up on PDF reports only. So it doesn't show up on the emails or HTML. So, but we'll embed that image at the top of your PDF report if you want to stick an image on it. So, just wanted to be aware that there were some report options, report preferences options here. And these options, you'll see this icon, the lower left icon, this action icon. You'll see this in a number of different places. So if I open up a workout and I'm in the workout editor, I have that same kind of option where I can email just this workout, export it PDF, same kind of options directly from this window. So a lot of different options with the outputs. Now, one other thing that you can do is you can create a report. Now, in another video, we saw the attendance report. There's also a workouts report, and I'm just like the attendance report. It will create the report based on all the selected items. If nothing is selected, it will use everything in this list. However, whatever season and whatever groups you're looking at, it will summarize all the workouts in that list if nothing is selected. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to take these 4 reports. We'll create a workouts report, and this report basically breaks apart and summarizes the workouts based on a number of different things. It will summarize them by week, total distance, the total time that you spent on this, and it will actually summarize the percentage within that grouping. It'll show you the different energy systems. Now, the workouts I created, I didn't select any energy settings for the sets, so they're all not applicable. But if you go in and you create and you choose energy settings for the different sets, you'll have a nice breakdown by energy. Same with the stroke. So you see I had a number of different sets that I created. 11,900 yards were freestyle, 3,800 were backstroke, breaststroke, and it breaks it all down by yardage, by time, and it reports percentage of yardage and time. So you see that for stroke, work, and modifier. And once again, modifier, I didn't select any sets that had modifiers. But hopefully you'll find this this report very interesting. And once again, you got the action menu in the lower left-hand corner, so I can email the report to my coaches. I can email it to other athletes. I have the PDF, HTML. And for this report, actually, I also have a CSV format, so it will create a file you can pull into your spreadsheet, and then you can modify it even further. That's pretty much it with the exporting, reporting, and some of the other sharing features of workouts. Hope you find them useful.